beautiful friends. It's Amanda here, and today we're talking about the new Lethal Cosmetics spring collection. This new release from Lethal Cosmetics is a very small, curated, super sparkly collection that consists of 6 new Pure Metals single shadows. These are among some of my favorites from the brand, so I'm really happy to see some new shades in this Pure Metals line. And there are 5 lip glosses. These are also super sparkly. These are the new pixeled lip glosses, and they are very shimmery, shiny, shifty. I mean, this is insane. I know it's hard to tell on camera with this bright studio light, but we're going to look at these in all different types of lighting. We're going to do close-ups, swatches. I want to do a couple of comparisons with these Pure Metals shadows. And I'm also going to show you lip swatches of the new pixeled glosses. We have a lot of sparkles to look at today, so let's get to the fun part and start swatching. These are the little sleeves that these single shadows are packaged in. So just in case you're interested in ordering any of these eyeshadows, this is how they will arrive. Even if you do like a build a palette or order one of the bundles, the shadows will arrive in these little cardboard sleeves to keep them safe during shipping. And these seem to work pretty well because I have experienced very few cracked or damaged shadows from Lethal over the years. The Pure Metals shadows are 18 US dollars each. However, there is a bundle with all 6 new shades that comes with this little empty 6-pan magnetic palette. That's called the Hollow 2 bundle, just in case you're looking for it on the website. And it's priced at $105. Okay, so that is a 10% savings on the bundle if you include the cost of the palette. And remember that bundle deals are really only truly worth it if you actually want all of the shades. For example, with this specific Hollow 2 bundle, if there's even one shade that you don't care for or already have something similar enough to, then the bundle is already not worth it for you. The 6-pan empty palette is just $9 on the Lethal site, plus 5 shadows at $18 a piece comes out to be $99. So, just a friendly reminder from someone who has definitely overspent on makeup in their lifetime. I have fallen into the spending more than you would have to begin with because sale trap myself. So, just make sure you're investing those makeup budget dollars wisely. There's going to be a lot of stuff for us to love this year. I am sure of it. Now, these 6 shadows are all described on the Lethal site as being multi-chrome with hollow effect. There are a whole lot of shifts and sparkles for everything that we're looking at today. So I'm going to show you a lot of different swatches and close-ups, mainly focused on lighting more than application today. Sometimes I do live swatches or brush swatches, but in this video, I wanted to focus on lighting because of these multi-chrome and hollow shifts and effects. In this video, you will see the eyeshadows and the glosses in regular studio lighting. That's what you're used to seeing in my other videos. Then I'll turn the lights off so that you can see the swatches in just regular daylight from my windows. This is sort of a medium sunny day here, so just a regular amount of normal daylight coming into the office. And then finally, and most satisfyingly, I will use a flash, just like the flashlight from my phone, to get those sweet, sweet hollow sparkles really showing off, really activating the different colors and glitters. And oh, I could stare at these for hours. They are so pretty. I might do a little YouTube short or an Instagram reel or something with some live swatches too, if anybody would be interested in that. I'm always looking for more excuses to swatch these and play with them. I'm also going to show you some comparisons with these, but let's do a quick eye look first. Okay, so I'm starting with my favorite eye base. It's just my Ulta Matte Eye Primer. And then I'm going to grab a couple of eyeshadows from my Enchanted Autumn palette that I created with Fantasy Cosmetica. These 2 shades, Foggy and Heron, are just the absolute dream team cool tone combo for me whenever I'm gonna do a look just like we're seeing, which is something I like to do a lot. Just slap on a really sparkly, fun eyeshadow. I like to do this basically a little matte eye base first. The lighter shade, which in this case is Foggy, I put all over my crease, just kind of blow it out, smudge it out. Doesn't have to be perfect. Whatever's left over on the brush, smudge right along the lower lash line. And that's sort of the main body of the eye look. Then take a deeper shade, in this case, Heron, which is this really deep purpley gray shade. I just love these two together. They were curated, created to be this dream team. Take a little bit of that, dab it right on the very outer part of the eye. Again, doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to put sparklies all over this. This is just creating a little bit of contour, a little bit of depth. Then with the original brush, just blend it all together, smudge it all around, and then slap on one sparkly eyeshadow all over the top of the lid. Boom, done. This is a look I do all the time. Some version of this is my 100% get some makeup slapped on, go about your day type of look. I would say 70% of the time, something like this is what I wear. 3 or 4 eyeshadows, and it looks pulled together and sparkly, especially with these gorgeous lethal shadows that are so spectacular. I don't really need a whole lot. I don't really need a whole lot else. Just a little bit of definition and a whole lot of sparklies. Now, for the sake of the video, I had to use a second one, because what kind of review would it be if I only used one? Do you see how I used you as an excuse there to add more sparkles to my lid? This is another thing that I like to do, which is either add a pop of color or add more of a transition shimmer shade to blend out into that darker part of the eye. But at the end of the day, it really just looks like an even more intense multi-chrome because these two colors are not wildly different. And because I am a shimmer monster that cannot be stopped, I'm gonna take this little flat detail brush from Fantasy Cosmetica. This is my favorite brush for this little application right here, where I put a little bit of sparkle in this spot right on the lower lash line. I think this really pops. It really pulls the color from the lid down into the rest of the eye look. I just love this. I think it really brightens up my eyes. This is the new inner corner highlight in my mind. Then I just curled my lashes, added a little bit of this L'Oreal Lash Paradise Big Deal mascara, and that's it. That's the finished look. It's so easy. I don't even have to think about it. I feel like I have enough muscle memory to do this in my sleep now. And I absolutely love the way that these sparkly eyeshadows look on my eyes. These shadows are so distractingly pretty that I don't even have to be talented at applying makeup because the eyeshadow's doing all the work for me, and I love that. And you know what else I love? Pretending like I'm in a Charlie XCX video and showing you the flash in motion look at this eye. Oh my gosh, I'm distracted. I can't even do the voiceover. I love these little sparklies. And you know what? I did not use a glitter glue, so some of these fell a little bit onto my face. You can see here it happens a little bit more progressively throughout the day. If I wanted to prevent some of that, I definitely could by using a glitter glue. I just wasn't that dedicated. I don't mind a little fairy dust on my cheeks throughout the day, but some people might, and that's fair enough. If you want to avoid the fairy dust on your cheeks, I would say definitely go in with a glitter glue before you apply these. And I do find that they stay on my lid best if I apply them with my fingertip, but you can also use a flat brush if you please. I know some people don't like a little fingertip application on the lid. Fair enough. Now, here are some comparisons with the previously released Pure Metals shadows. A few of these look a lot more similar in the pans than they do once they're applied, or they look wildly, wildly different in different lighting. So they may look super different in studio light and then a lot more similar once the flash is on. So I just wanted to make sure I showed you all of the comparisons in different lighting situations as well. I always find that to be helpful. And you need to take into consideration where and when you'll actually be wearing these types of shadows. They could look very different on you, not just from day to day, but even if you're going from the car to the office, or, if you're planning on wearing these out for the evening to really capture this sparkle, then you might find that some of those little blue and green ones are more similar. That's what I think. In the flash, I think the blues and greens look so much more similar. And then when you see them in the studio light, they look totally different. So try to think about where you plan on wearing these shadows, how you plan on using them in your life, and then pay the most attention to that lighting situation. Even though I know these shiny, shiny sparkle flash videos are the prettiest, the most mesmerizing, don't let them trick you, because if they look similar here, but they look different in the daylight, you might never wear them with flash. Okay, I over explained that. My apologies. Let's move on to the glosses now. These are the pixeled glosses. They're priced at $15.50 US each. And there is a bundle for the glosses as well. Same deal. The bundle saves you 10% in the pixeled gloss bundle. You get all 5 glosses for $69.75. They come in a super shiny outer carton, and then the glosses themselves have some flashy iridescent details, some little pixelated looking patterns with little hearts. It's giving me sort of an old school, like Game Boy Nintendo feel meets a Y2K kind of vibe. It's vaguely nostalgic, but I see a large age range that could enjoy this particular gloss styling. It's cute, it's not overdone. I like it. The glosses have a flexible flat paddle applicator, and all but one of these 5 shades is absolutely filled with holographic glitter. So I'm going to show you all of the glosses just in a bunch here in the tubes, and then I'll show you the arm swatches in different lighting as well. I did not do the flash lighting for lip swatches. That didn't work out that well. I can try to figure out a way. I can mess with my lighting a little bit, but they were not very helpful. But hopefully just the arm swatches and then lip swatches in the studio lighting will be enough for you to kind of figure out how these are going to work. This very first shade called Patch is the one that I'm wearing throughout the talking portions of the video. This is the only one that doesn't have a bunch of hollow glitter in it. This one is a multi-chrome gloss. So there are definitely sparkles in there, but nothing like the other 4, as you can see. That patch shade is my personal favorite. Just as you can see, it doesn't have those big chunks of glitter in it. Some of the other glosses are more glittery than others. For example, the black gloss called Matrix, I think has the least amount of hollow sparkles throughout. And then the very last shade in that swatch there called Frame, that one by far has the most. So I don't really love glitter on my lips, and you can definitely feel those glitter particles, not so much with the black gloss, but the other 3, like the rose gold, the purple, and the just really, really silvery one. You can really, really feel that glitter on the lips, and I don't love that. This is Patch. This is the one that I'm wearing in the other parts of the video. This is a multi-chrome gloss with a strong pink and gold shift, and it also has a little bit of like a blue-green flip as well. There are some sparkles in here, but nothing like the next shade that we're going to look at. This is Bit, and it's described as a rose gold. It is absolutely loaded with holographic glitter, And I was surprised. This one looked a lot more cool toned once it was applied to my lips than I expected it to, just based on the appearance of the gloss in the tube. It was definitely a lot more silvery on than I expected, especially compared to this next shade, Sprite. This is a mid-toned purple. Again, lots of hollow sparkle in there, but I think the little bit of warmer, more orchid undertone coming through in this one made it look a little bit more flattering on my complexion. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. You let me know. This would really only be like a costume wear type of thing for me just because of the glitter. This is Matrix. I have never seen a black gloss like this. I cannot believe how pigmented it is. I will say it must just be chock full of pigment because it straight up smells like paint. It smells so unappealing, but it is really and truly an impressive black gloss. The coverage, just how even it is, very impressive. And then lastly, this one I think will be more popular as a topper. I'm showing it just on my plain lips, but I think this would look cool in like lip art or paired with a cool lipstick color underneath. This is really just an absolute ton of super densely, sparkly, hollow glitter. It feels like a nightmare on my lips, but it looks cool. That's it for the new Lethal Spring collection. I'd love to hear what you think about these new products. Are you interested? Which shades are your favorites? I always love to hear what you think about things too, so make sure you leave all your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Probably gonna be Sparkle City over here. Let's find out. Wish me luck. I did wear a different one of these in a trying new makeup video. I don't know if that one's already out or if this is coming out first, but either way, you can see another one of these shades in my trying new makeup video. I don't know what order I'll post these in. It depends on how editing goes and what future Amanda is up to. Wishing her well. What? This pale icy blue always makes me think of Cinderella. I'm sure that the youngins now would say Elsa. I get that. I get that. I'm sure that they have some common ancestor, some common fairy tale Nordic queen, no doubt. Although, isn't Cinderella German? I don't know. Shiny. Oh, excuse you. Look, I chose blue. Aren't you proud? I'm on my journey to embrace blue. It's going okay. Did you see my favorite palettes from last year? There was so much blue. It's happening whether I like it or not. Finger guns. Whoa. Whoa, censored. Get that off YouTube. Okay. Rein it in. It's time. Ooh, let there be light. Okay. Boom. Whoa. It's giving Tin Man. If you're wondering if you can feel the glitter, yes. Okay, that's cool. Whoa. Ooh, that smells really bad. How is this so dark? I have never seen a lip gloss like this in my life. It's labeled as a lip gloss. I mean, that's crazy. It's impressive. It's not made for me or anything, but this is impressive. And it's a lip gloss. It is not a liquid lipstick. This is the darkest lip gloss I've ever seen. Unfortunately, it smells like a can of paint, but it's a black lip gloss for sure. Matrix. Wow. Wow. Dropping stuff all over the place today. Okay, let's see. This one looks crazy. It just looks like a can of glitter. Let's see how it goes. Wow. Uh, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. I think it would take a lot of work and a lot of maintenance to make this look really even and really good. I'm sure there are other people who are way more talented than me who do that way more easily than I do, but if you want to know about a regular schmegular person, I don't think this is that easy to use. I'm here to report it feels terrible on my lips. Okay. I don't think it looks that good. Ah! Well, I don't love it. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's just not for me. The good news is I don't have to exfoliate my lips today because it's already done. Okay. I really just need some lip balm now after all of that. All of those glittery, glittery lips is a lot for me. Uh, much more my speed, honestly. It's just a preference thing. People who like, anybody who loves this little glittery lip gloss vibe, I'm not here to tell you you're wrong. I think you should enjoy whatever lip product you like. That one's not for me, personally. You know what is for me? Your face, because I love your face. Bet I had you guessing there for a minute. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.